Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone is keeping well. Welcome back again with another live show. Today, we are picking our top 5 worst defenders that have played for the football club. So there'll be some interesting ones. Some are going to be the same, but there are going to be some different ones as well. And today we've got, of course, me as co-host. We've got Chippers joining us tonight. We've got Mr. John Sinclair, and we've got Tony. How are you doing, guys?
Fine.
Great to hear. Well then, if you enjoyed tonight's show, please do remember to give us the thumbs up. It's really important that we get the likes so people know where to find us in the search results on YouTube. So please do smash those likes if you do enjoy tonight's show. Please, of course, if you are brand new to the channel, if you're not yet subscribed and you enjoy what goes on the channel week in, week out, hit that subscribe button. Free to do so. It does help make the channel grow. On our way to 2,300, help us get there as soon as we can. We're on our way. Please show your support by helping us get there as soon as we can. And, of course, Tony is also streaming this, screen sharing this to his channel. It's all Black and White TV as well. So do feel free to drop him a subscriber and his other channel, the Footy channel, as well. And please do hit the bell notification. It does let you know whenever a live show is taking place or a pre-recorded video has been uploaded. So do hit that bell to make sure you do not miss any content at all coming out on this channel week in, week out that we bring out for you guys. If you want to give a donation to the channel, either through a super chat now or a super thanks when the show is finished, feel free to do so. If you want to become a member as well, it's 99p a month. Hit the join button to become a member. And if you are a member of the channel, you will be put into a prize draw we do as well. We'll just nip into a few comments that have come in quickly. Good evening, Lawrence. It's the DB's in the chat. Up you well. Stephen's in the chat. Parkmeister, Clash with Lady Sam. Yeah, I know. TDR live with the last show. Doing great show as well. I've been watching that as well. Good evening, Pete. Hope you're well. Just hit the like button as well. Nice to see you, John. Thought you got lost with posh people in the event. Anyway, let's get into it. So, as I mentioned, top 5 worst defenders. And let us know who your top 5 are going to be if you don't pick any of the ones that we have picked as well. So let's get into it. Pete. Who should we start with? Yeah, go ahead, Tony.
Yeah, can I just obviously I just want to address something before we get onto this, if that's okay with you.
Go ahead, Tony.
Obviously, this concerns your channel as well, Pete. So it was a viewer of yours that mentioned it anyway. As we all saw yesterday, a certain Paul Gallant put out a video.
Yeah, we've seen that.
Calling on like different channels. Obviously mentioning TTR, why is Billy not playing a guitar and all this? Right. Now,
yes, I've seen that, yeah.
I'm glad Paul from Toon Review addressed this last night.
Yes, well. I'm glad you did as well. And I think something had to be said about that.
You know, I mentioned John's channel as well. Now, the thing is, right, somebody actually wrote on saying, what about PD Proudlock? What about his channel? You know, like he didn't call your channel. So this is what his response was, Gallant's. And I'm fuming, Pete, for you more than anything, because I think it's absolutely disgraceful, his comment. So anyway, what he says is, yes, they do YouTube channels. Newcastle Fans TV is much higher than PD Proudlock, who used to be on the Four Horsemen show with John Sinclair and Barry. So, I mean, look, the thing is, right, there's a lot of us out there that are YouTubers and all do this, you know. And yeah, okay, we might not all get the same amount of subscribers as other people do. Some people may get a lot more than what we do.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, we do this. We don't just
because we love doing it.
Yes, exactly. You know, and this man, Paul Gallant, thinks he's going to get 10,000 subscribers on Christmas. So I'd like to know where he's going to get them subscribers from, because I'll tell you now, if you're watching Gallant, because I'll tell you what, you've really wound me up this time, matey. The thing is, all right, I don't know how the hell you've even got over 1,000 subscribers. How does anybody watch your shit that you put out there? The shit you put out there, playing a guitar, writing songs that, you know, you can't even sing, mate. You need a vocalist for a start if you want to get into the top charts or whatever. You know, and the thing is, right, this is the same man that last year called me out and threatened to report my channel to the police because somebody was using his picture. It's got nothing to do with me. I can't control what anybody's doing on a picture. somebody could have a picture of a nude woman or a nude man on there, and there's nothing we can do about it at the end of the day. Nothing anybody can do about it. The only people that can do it are the powers that be of YouTube. But Gallant thinks he was going to go out and get the police involved. Now, the man's an idiot. He hasn't got a clue. And if he thinks people are using his image against his will and it's image rights, then I'm sorry, who does he think he is? David Beckham. You know, it's not copyrighted. At the end of the day, if your image is copyrighted, then yes, somebody can't use your image. If my image was copyrighted, they can't use my image. But it's not copyrighted, so that's what I'm saying. And people like Gallant need to either sort out what he's doing on his channel, because his content is absolute shit. If you want to listen to about cryptocurrencies, or if you want to listen to somebody who can't sing, can't play a guitar, can't do fuck all, apart from go and see Benji. Look, the man is an idiot. The man is an idiot. Right.
Yeah, I heard he got absolutely well called out for it.
I'll just say something as well, because
hammered for this since,
because he keeps putting these pictures on Facebook and he keeps going on about the Davy Ellie and Pip and all this, but yet you're still able to play a guitar with a hand that's supposed to be knackered. Now, is Paul, if you're listening, if you're watching now, to me that sounds like you're defrauding the system there a bit. And if they were to see your videos, you might not get anything at all, mate. So I would just stop calling out people. If you want to do your content, but don't have a go at other people for doing theirs. It's not a competition. It's just people doing this because they love Newcastle or they love sport or whatever.
That's it. We do this because we love talking about something we love. Newcastle is one of them.
What they want to do and get on with what you want to do, because no offense, your YouTube channel is hardly the best YouTube channel to get. So unless it's the best channel on YouTube, then I suggest you just keep your mouth shut and just keep your head down and do what you want.
And go back to shagging horses, Mr. Gallant.
Or to come up with my top whiffs 5 defenders, consider I did see Boomsong play for us. A lot of defenders maybe did well for us before going downhill, or just did a job for a short time. Yep.
The thing is, if you where you're having burglars around in your area, I suggest you put a picture of Gallant in your window.
Oh God. Players coming to mind are the Georgian lad we had on loan from Blackburn in the Championship, Kapacha, Ashraf Lazard, Sol Campbell. Hey, well, let's see what we've got for tonight. Spawn of Eagle-Eyes. This Halloween figures wouldn't use this image.
2-1 Milan.
Oh, if it was private, it would be copyright, but they turned that down because of the teeth. Anyway, let's get into it. Okay, who should we start off with? Right, well, let's go with... Tell you what, we'll start with one of Tony's, shall we? Now, Tony's are all different to ours. He's picked 5 different ones that I never expected would pick.
Was that Colour TV when Tony's defenders were around? Because we might not have been alive.
Well, some of his were before our time, so Tony will explain. Right, the first one, this was during our time, considering the shirt he's wearing. So we'll bring up this one first, Tony.
Yep, that's Lamine Diatta. You all remember who he is? If anybody can remember who he is.
Wasn't he on trial? Was he on trial?
Remember
on loan? He's on loan, wasn't he?
No. He was on loan. Keegan signed him on loan in 2008. And let's be honest, he wasn't great. He wasn't fit, and he wasn't even up to Premier League standard.
What's he
I don't know
called?
why we signed him. It was Lamine Diatta.
Wasn't he Senegal?
He's Senegalese. Yeah.
He
only made 2 appearances for us. He made 2 appearances for us, and then he went on to sign for Hamilton Academicals, where he didn't even make an appearance there. He then went to Al Ali, didn't make an appearance there. Then went to Etoile Sportive de Sahel and made 12 appearances there. And he never played again after that. For somebody who had played for previously Lyon, Marseille, Rennes, Saint-Etienne, Besiktas, you would think, not a bad defender, but he was literally very, very poor. And to be honest with you, he was only on a short-term deal after a week's trial with us as well, but he did make a substitute appearance against Reading on the 5th of April, but was released on the 15th of May. So there you go. I mean, look, he was useless. He was shit. And to be honest with you, I don't know why we even bloody signed him.
That's an interesting
one to me as well.
Well, there you are, Tony. That's a good one. You've interesting one. You've really, really picked there. I'll just snip into more comments quickly. Man City, well, it's 1-1 now, I believe. I've just read some of these. AFC always panel. Ari, do you guys finally deserve the win against us or Ted out? Do you know what? I was very surprised how poor your side were. I really, really was. Martinelli was dreadful. Trossard was dreadful. He kind of played in a central role. Trossard. We did well to keep Saka quiet, and this player really, really surprised me of how poor he was, and that was Declan Rice. His set pieces were awful, and all trial at the old Billy Crims.
Not Declan Rice, Declan Couscous.
Well, yeah.
Couscous.
Forgot he had to have a sign for us. But, my mask, to be fair, was a Dennis Wise sign, and I think that as well. Peter's mic's going down, but his volume is up on the mixer.
Yeah, it's we had your mic tonight. Peter keeps going loud, and then.
Okay, let me just have a look.
Oh, yeah.
Any better? Is any better?
Oh, God, yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
There we are. Good evening, Martin. Hope you're well. I might just seen some come. Jacob Murphy, right wing back, awful. Am I still in timeout? No, you're not, Brett. I don't know what happened there, Brett. So, no, your comments are coming there, Brett. I don't know who put you in the timeout. I'm not sure who it was. That's good. So, yeah. Well, then, we will. Who should we go on to next? We'll go to one of John's picked because he's got one that us as haven't picked as well.
Is it a Man U? Is it a Man U one?
No, it's definitely not. And you've gone for this player, John.
Oh, Kasapa.
My God. Look, I'm not being funny, right? But look, everyone gas this guy up and seeing that Kasapa's going to make a difference, right? But Leon don't give it a good players, don't they? Right, back in those days, they just don't. Yeah, this guy comes over because someone else wanted him, right? Sam Allardyce wanted him, right? Goes to get him over. Yeah, don't get me wrong. It's the best contribution, right? He's been at a football club when he made that tackle against Borough, which we could have gone 2-1 down at the time or 3-1 down at the time. That's the best contribution. But other than that, right, this guy, seriously, man, he was absolutely all over the place.
He was.
Absolutely poor. And I tell you what, right, Pete, right, I mean, that was Sam Allardyce's signing, yeah? Kevin Keaton comes in saying, yo, you're not coming in getting mad, guy. You're not. But he was woeful. Seriously, man. I mean, whether he wasn't suited to the Premier League, I don't know. Excuse me. But the worst game he did, right, and Lawrence speaks to it, he got hooked. He got hooked when Portsmouth scored for a goal.
There you are. You just said it there. 50 minutes. 50 minutes.
Woeful. I mean, Benjani had him on toast all day long. Yes, Celtic too. Celtics.
Oh, Jesus.
So John, you've got to pick either Celtic or Man U. Who is it?
Celtic all day long.
Are you sure?
That's the second team.
Sure?
100%.
I didn't realise John played for Newcastle. Didn't realise John played for Newcastle about Kasapa.
That was Celtic, guys. I'm going to Celtic next month against it.
Oh, Mike's still clipping. Is it any better now?
No,
That's still a bit weird. Your mic, I don't know what's wrong with
I
it.
don't know what is going on with it.
Yeah.
What about now? It's probably the gain button on it. I don't know what it's doing. Like, hopefully it's fine.
Better.
Oh well, there we are. How can the top earners at the 2-hour club strikers on 550k a week combined have less goals than Chris Wood and Danny Welbeck? It's very embarrassing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I think? Do you know what I think is costing Arsenal right now? Is not getting that striker, and I don't think Havertz can now be consistent playing as a striker now. Volume time better.
Well, I mean, I know Saka was like not at his best on Saturday, But I mean, Lewis Hall kept him quiet. But also, you've got to remember he's only just come back from an injury as well, so they're throwing him in there, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
But
Absolutely.
they're in disarray, Arsenal, because Edu's gone and he's working for. Well, he's not at Forest, but he's working for Makinakis for his for the clubs like Olympiacos and Forest, isn't he? So that's a big move for them. I tell you that now, and that's a big loss for Arsenal now.
Tony, can I comment to that as well? I think something ain't wrong within the club. That's why Eddie went. Something is not right behind the scenes. I've got a mate who goes to the gym, my personal trainer. He told me that, let me finish. This guy, right, said to me, he said that something ain't right in a football club is not, and it's falling to pieces. When Eddie walks away, then there's something wrong with the football club. Something must have gone wrong at a football club.
Sounds like it has. I would
There's
say
something going on behind the scenes, John. I wouldn't be. Do you know what? I know EFC's in the chat there, but I tell you what, wouldn't surprise me if within even at the international break that Arteta doesn't go.
It's interesting. Well, he says he wants to get Gyökeres.
Oh God!
I'll tell you Gyökeres all day long. If he's that close to Arsenal next season, I'll get that guy. I'll get Gyökeres.
Absolutely, totally. Right then, let's.
So
he's just put there was just something in the private chat. Anyway, let's get on
the private chat from Chipmans.
Anyway, let's get to another one. We'll get to what Chippers has got. One of it, one he's picked that we haven't. So go on, Chippers. You've gone with this guy.
Oh yes, the one and only Celestine Babayaro. My days. Well, one of the soonest brigade that came in after his time at Chelsea was done.
Yep.
Scored on his debut against Coventry in the FA Cup, and people probably thought, "Oh yeah, good signing for her." Little do know after that, he was absolutely dog shit.
He was terrible when he didn't set the world alight.
Past his best as a footballer, positional sense was all over the place. Couldn't defend, couldn't get up and down the pitch because he was too old. Just shocking. I mean, a lot of Souness's signings were shocking because they either passed the best or they couldn't do the roles that they were required. There's another defender that we're going to bring in.
Yep, a lot of us have gone for this one as well.
That came in on the same day as him, so just somebody way past the deadline and somebody that we should have stayed well clear of because we needed a better left back than Bernard because we needed a younger left back who had a bit of longevity and had legs, and he had legs with lead in them and he couldn't run. And I think he was here, 18 months, 2.5, was it 18 months he was here for before he left? Just past his best when he came here, and Chelsea at the time obviously had Abramovich's money, so they were able to get rid of who they wanted. And if you're a good player, you would have stayed in that team, and that just shows that he was past his best, and we took the cast off, unfortunately. So that's why I go for him.
Interesting one there. But yeah, he was terrible. Like Babayaro again. A lot of people didn't fancy him in the side. Okay, then. So we'll go on to one Mason's chosen, and Mason's got a few different ones, but one that is the same. Oh, Mason, you've gone with this one. This is a bit of a very surprising one. You've gone with this guy.
What's the point of signing him? You only made one cameo of him. Barreca. You only made one. You only came off in the last 5 minutes against Tottenham at Wembley. What's the point of fucking signing him?
And he was a good player back in Italy, wasn't he?
Was that just the fact that Rafa didn't fancy playing?
Because he had who was it left back at the time?
It was. I think we had Richie left wing back because Rafa played 3 centre backs and 2 wing backs that season. And
Paul Meister's hot chocolate, mate.
Babayaro was good in the 90s, but just didn't do it with us. Can't barely remember him, to be honest. Barreca was another one I forgot about. Would like to see more of him at left wing back with Kenny underperforming. Yeah, that's an interesting one as well. Yeah.
I mean, John, do you remember Barreca back in Italy and that?
Yeah.
Did you rate him, John?
Yeah, I'll rate 100%. I think he's a really good player. I mean, look, Villa rates him highly. I rate this guy highly. Do you know what I mean? And I believe he went to Monaco, if I remember serves us right. And I'm surprised that he left Italian football to go to Monaco.
Yep.
Yeah. He did well. Do you know what I mean? And when I thought when Rafa Benitez got him, I think, you know what? Okay, cool. I mean, you got to trust Rafa sometimes, all the time. Only there, right? I mean, I couldn't understand why he comes to Newcastle, right? And he's not getting the game. You need to ask Rafa whether it's his fitness, whether he can speak a word of English. I could be wrong. But at the end of the day, something didn't look quite right. I mean, yeah, Rafa has made some poor signings as well. I mean, look, Barreca, I'm not going to dig out because I rate this guy, but Rafa obviously didn't. But was that a Rafa signing? Was that an Ashley signing? It's one of the two. But we couldn't sign anyone, yeah? And that's the problem. Couldn't. But that's the thing. But, yeah, I rate this guy. I really do. And, yeah, bombs forward. And
interesting.
Like what you need. But maybe he couldn't defend. I mean, tactical side is a problem.
Barreca's a Sampdoria now.
He is.
That's an interesting one because he didn't get played, but I don't know what was wrong with him. Why he didn't get picked by Rafa. Don't think he made the bench barely at times as well. Well, then we're going to go on to one of mine now, and I've gone with this guy.
Bassong,
yes.
Oh, that's an odd choice. Point to Harry for any season that he was here.
Yeah.
Do you think so? Oh.
He was one with better players considering the season we had was absolutely twatful and got relegated.
Well, we played him at left back first. He was all over the shop there. He did get caught a couple of times at centre back in the season as well. And not to mention, when we got relegated, he was, again, one of those people that wanted away. As soon as we got down, he wanted to be straight off the ship.
Thing is, as well, though, he's been back to some games recently. I haven't seen as well. There's been photos of him at the games.
Well, he was dreadful for us. He got sent off against Fulham, I think it was.
I think that's the only game he missed all that season. I think he played 37 games or something, didn't he, that season? Or 36?
I don't think he played an awful lot. We played him at left back. He was all over the shop, I thought. Again, that's why we kind of went down as well. So
he went to Tottenham, didn't he, for £8 million?
Which surprised me. I didn't rate Bassong at all. I thought he was really poor. Really, really poor, I thought. So that's another one. Right then, so we will go back to Tony. And the one that he's got Bassong won Player of the Year for us.
I did. He won Player of the Season.
That's strange because I thought he was very shoddy, I thought. Again, a player whose attitude turned when we got relegated. Anyway, we're going to another one Tony's got. Another one that none of us haven't picked. We've gone for, and this one you've gone for, Tony, is...
Oh, God.
Ronnie Johnson.
I'm surprised John didn't pick him being next Man U.
I mean, look, obviously he was a good centre-half at Man U, went to Villa and then came to us, but he was gone by then. I think his best days were well and truly behind him, and to be honest with you, it was one of them signings that, you know, just didn't make any sense whatsoever. Very poor for us, and you know, as I say, yes, he was a good centre half, but when he come to us, he was the has been, and we just seemed to be the one that was taking on the has beens, you know.
Did we take him on? You dirty cunt.
You are.
No, Chip was in the private chat, dirty cunt.
You know, I mean, look, as I say, at the time, yeah, when he came to us, his career was just about finished anyway, wasn't he?
Yeah,
you know, he was in the latter stages, and he only made 3 appearances for us. And let's see, I don't know. It was just to me, it was just a point pointless signing. You know, and we released him because of his fitness. And then 2005 he announced his retirement from football, which well, obviously Man U had the best of him, but you know, that's I had to put him in there because he was terrible. I don't know if anybody else agrees with that.
John probably would have been the next Man U player.
Listen, this guy is one of
John,
the
what's up with
you?
John, what you do with your messages? They're coming up with the 3 at a time. You're writing the
I
same.
don't know what's happening there. I really don't know what's going on.
Well, I'm just going to read a comment from Lawrence because he's made a good point about Basung there. He's been relegated 4 times from the Premier League.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you are.
It was twice with Norwich, with us and Stoke, I think, because he played for them, didn't he?
Yeah, I believe he did.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally. So, Ronnie Johnson, I think that's a good shout there. Definitely, Tony.
Local team, by the way, just put out there. I know it's a non-league team and it's National League North, but local team Spennymoor are winning at the moment against Scunthorpe 2-1.
Oh, interesting.
You forgot Dalton, Tony. They're winning 1-0.
They're against Chester.
Wolves in 2012. Yes, I'm pretty sure it's not. He's been relegated with Norwich as well. I'm sure. Yeah. Well, then let's get on to another one. Who should we go for? That Chippers has picked as well. Because some of the other ones we've all got there, some of us have got the similar. Well, John only had one different one to what we got. Chippers, you've gone with this guy.
You want to remember him?
Yes.
Anyone remember him? Anyone in the chat remember who it is? Carl Sarant.
Oh, yes.
Well, at the time, rated one of the best young stars around. He was touted to possibly being the next England left back. Signed by Kenny Dalglish in '98. I was just a kid then, so obviously I've watched tapes back then, and he came with a lot of reputation that he was going to be this, he was going to be that. Obviously, we just let Stuart Pearce go the season beforehand because he retired. He went to West Ham, and we replaced Stuart Pearce with him. Played 6 games for her, all of them shocking. And I remember his last game in '98 was one of the last games before Dalglish got the bullet, before Rude came in and made one of the worst tackles I've ever seen in my life at Everton and gave away a penalty. That was the last thing he ever did for Newcastle, was give away a penalty. And then we lost the game 1-0. So
yeah.
And when the last thing you do as a footballer for that club is give away a penalty with a reckless tackle, that pretty much sums up your tenure at a football club, which was disaster. It just wasn't wrong club, wrong time for him.
Yeah. Question to the panel: who was your best Newcastle manager ever? For me, Bobby Robson. Yeah, Bobby for me as well.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Yeah, Nathan's got traced as a boom song. Absolute junk as that yank on ye. Oh, a Gucci on Yewu.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we haven't actually got in, but I think that's a good choice there, Nathan. You've picked a really good one there.
He's on one from Milan, wasn't he?
Yes. Good evening, Wacky. Hope you're well. Right, so we'll go with another one that Mason's picked. And Mason, you've gone for this guy.
Well, that's the Zor. That's the Ashraf Lazar.
What a heap of shite. Right, interest straight away against Blackburn. What a heap of fucking shit. And when he once he came back from injury, got injured like straight away. Oh, he's been shite. I don't know why he's playing now, but fuck me. Aye, Blizzard. Was it Blackburn he got first got injured? Was it Blackburn?
Is that the Sar? Yeah, he used to come from Palermo.
Was it Blackburn he got injured? Was it Blackburn he got injured against?
I forgot who it was, but I'll tell you what. One game stood out for me. I know it was a pre-season. Was that Asia Premier League game against Wolves? We lost 4-0.
Oh,
and he came all the way from left back to right side, which he didn't need to, and Wolves ended up scoring from that way. So. John Lazar's one of the players I remember didn't play much in the championship. Has done it somehow, stayed fit all. Yeah, he did. I think Forest at home, it kind of showed as well in that Carabao Cup when we lost 3-2. That was a game I remember very well. And he wasn't up to it then. Yes, I was there. I was there as well. So that's a good choice, Ashraf Lazar. And maybe he didn't play a lot, but yeah, I think the game showed that he played. He wasn't definitely, again, it just...
get beat.
Oh, good content to be fair. No. Right then. Who should we go? We'll go with another one I have picked. That none of you have picked. Remember his performance for Wolves watching in Italy last trip abroad for another 3 years just after Bruce was appointed. Yes, absolutely. That was the one I was saying. Right then, next one I've chosen, and I've gone for this guy.
Is that Frank Dumas?
Nope.
Or Charvey?
It is. It's Lawrence Charvey.
Went to Man City after us, didn't he?
Yeah, Lawrence Charvey was just atrocious, wasn't he?
From what I remember of him, I remember him being bald when he went to Man City. He lost all his hair. I think he shaved it all off.
Yeah, we signed him. We signed him from Cannes back in 1998. Yep.
But didn't he score a screamer on the Tees Derby against Borough?
Well, he did. Other than that, he was absolutely abysmal to watch, Charvey. Like,
I thought it was Didier Man at first.
No, definitely. But the man's a midfielder.
God, you were having a mad night, Mason. You thought Buddy Nicky Butt was a defender, no?
I mean, we signed him for 750,000. He went to Man City for £1 million.
Profit.
Yeah, absolute profit that was. I mean, he was really, really appalling, Lawrence Charvey. Do you think footballers of today would cope with the footballers of the 70s and 80s, says Leeds FC? Interesting question. No.
It was two different games then. It's a different game now compared to being kicked up the arse every game and getting away with it.
I think Ali Shearer could. Ali Shearer would.
He would now be a Leeds fan. I mean, all the dirty players, the likes of Bremner, Charlton,
Harris,
Chopper, Noel Hunter, Eddie Gray, Peter Loma.
All play for Leeds. What's he called? The ginger one, Bremner as well.
Went on to one of the worst sides in Syria history just after he got promoted. Got left out of the squad after they signed Sagna in the January.
Nathan's plays for Dubai City.
Nathan's gone for Habib Bye there.
I thought he'd do all right for it.
I thought he'd do it, but again, as soon as we went down, got relegated, another player who wanted to jump ship immediately.
And he went to Villa, that was his career over.
Sporting winning 2-1, yep. From Sidens, shite. 3-1. It was 3-1 now. One tackle and Newcastle would be out for whole season. Ambulance a lot. Good, I've got Sporting to win 4-2 in True.
And Celtic still winning.
Okay, right then. Another one we'll go for. So again, we'll go on. We'll go for the ones that some of the separate ones that we chose. So we'll go for another one of Tony's.
What was that?
Mark Stimson.
Oh.
I mean, look, Mark Stimson. I mean, he was terrible. Let's be honest. He was terrible. I mean, I remember when we signed him, and oh god, he played 86 games for us, and scored 2 goals. But oh god, he wasn't the best right back. Let's be honest.
I can imagine he wasn't.
And I don't think we paid. I can't remember. I don't think we paid. We paid £200,000 for him.
No. And sold him for £1,000, 100,000. Keegan sold him for 100.
Yeah, we got him from Spurs. But yeah, not the greatest player. Let's be honest. He was with us for 4 years, but once Kevin Keegan took over, he found himself out of favour and went off to Portsmouth on loan. Then that led to the £1,000 transfer, but yeah, not great at all.
Interesting. Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, the thing is, there was another couple of players, but because I couldn't find them in Newcastle shirts, I didn't actually put them on. And the two I'll mention now, and I just want to say, will this actually bring memories back to people as well? See if anybody in the chat might remember these two players that I'm thinking about.
I'm thinking of Frank Pingle. I'm thinking of Frank Pingle and his mate.
No, he was a forward, Pingle.
No, but his mate was a defender, wasn't he?
Bjorn Christensen.
He was all right. He was okay though.
Was he?
He was okay. Yeah, he wasn't too bad. Benny Christensen was all right. But these two players, and John might remember, the first one is Gavin Maguire. He played 3 games for us on loan from Portsmouth. We sent him back there.
Yeah, he wasn't good enough for it. He was awful.
And the other one was Darren McDonough. We signed from Luton Town. And then when Keegan took over, he went. But yeah, Darren McDonough. But I couldn't find them with shirts on, so I didn't want to put them ones in. But if anybody in the chat can remember, Darren McDonough and Gavin Maguire.
Because they played that much for Tony, that's why you couldn't find them.
Leeds FC, who you think Toon's best keeper was for me? Shea Given.
Oh God, yeah.
Joe says Tony's one of the right backs that should have been right at the back of the queue.
Oh yeah,
players I've played. I've often wondered how they played so many games at top flight, like Dean of the Shin Austin at Spurs, worst defender I've seen. Jonathan says Stimson own goal last minute v Oldham.
Yes.
Didn't recall any of those players Tony mentioned. Yes, some of those were before my time. Darren McDonough, wasn't he signed by Aussie?
Or dealers.
Who's Stimson?
No, was it Darren McDonough?
Oh, Darren McDonough. Yeah, he was. Yes, he was signed by Aussie or Dealers, yeah.
Yeah.
He was a pile of shite.
Fair enough.
Honestly, he was a pile of shite.
Shaka Islop, the coolest, best given, and Harper, says Stephen. Okay, so again, we'll just rattle through the other ones that, because it's only Tony that Mason have got the ones that they've picked, the rest they picked that we haven't. So we'll go with another one of Mason. You've gone for this one.
He's just scammers.
Right. I know what player got injured quickly. Everyone's broke him in the skin against. I'm not saying the team because everybody will know who it is. Yeah, at what point he only lasted 2 seasons, and he only had one standout game against Swansea, which was depressing to say the least. But yeah, another player wiped out by injuries, unfortunately, with where he came from, which was surprisingly. So I was surprised when we got him. He dropped down from Atletico Madrid to the Championship, to be honest.
Very, very interesting.
John's off all wank, obviously.
What about Bramble? He might be in there. Thought he was. No wonder Keegan got rid as soon as he came in. Coffee, hope you well. You might have been the best keeper, but you can't forget Pavel. Oh, absolutely cannot forget Pavel. As he said, Maguire, McDonough was some of Keegan's first signs. Matt Togg is going to join the list if he keeps up his injury. Malarkey, still no news on his pound flare up. Absolute waste of time.
If you watch Keith Brown's video on YouTube, he's training today with the squad. So,
well, fair enough. So you've gone for Gamas there, Mason. Right, we'll go with another one of Tony's again, and you've gone for this one.
Yep, that is Darren Bradshaw. Let's be honest, he was poor as well. He could play as a defensive midfielder as well, but he predominantly a centre back. But yeah, he wasn't great either. Let's be honest. I mean, like I say, he was versatile, but no, he wasn't the greatest. He played 38 games for Newcastle, to be honest, over 3 years. Mm-hmm. We got him from York City. Jim Smith signed him. But then we moved him on to Peterborough. But yeah, and then obviously he went to play for Blackpool under Allardyce. But yeah, he wasn't great. I didn't think he was that great, to be honest with you. And It says it all when you're playing 38 games in 3 years. That just shows you how shite you really are. Then he went to Peterborough and played 73 games in 2 years and scored 1 goal. So, it just goes to show. But, we got him from York City. I wasn't massively impressed with him, if I'm honest. Obviously, he signed for York on a free from Matlock Town, but not the best defender. Let's be honest.
Yeah, well, Carpaccio to one of the worst, says Coffee. Yep, John had him in there. Yep, seen that. Doing beep tests. Watching on my phone, that looked like a lass in the picture. Pick Toon's worst players of all time and worst keeper. There's so many to pick from.
We'll do more than the worst 11. You could do a worst.
Yeah, because next we'll probably do a show on the midfielders and, of course, the strikers as well. Good evening, David. Up you well. David says, George centre-back, Keishan is Philly. Yes, I remember him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he come from Rangers, didn't he, I think?
Yes.
He did.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go with another. Mason's gone somewhere, so we'll wait till he comes back.
He's gone for
Diarta, yep.
If you watch back the beginning about half an hour ago, you'll see it's on.
That's it. So we'll just wait till Mason is back.
Save. Nearly 3-1.
Just let people know, Portsmouth are playing away to Plymouth. 0-0 at the moment. Matt Ritchie's started for Portsmouth tonight as well. And he's playing on the right wing.
Oh, well, there you are.
There you go.
Mason is back, so we'll go with another one of his. So this is the fourth one he's picked, because again, his other one is the same we've gone for. Mason, very interesting you've gone for this guy.
Young Albiwa. What?
I was either going to pick him or Young, but
you can't be.
Why have you gone for him, Mason? I think he was all right, wasn't he?
I thought he did a job for when he did.
Good job.
I thought he did look dodgy at times, I've got to admit. His defending was fine, but his dribbling was very cause of concern, I thought.
You could see the same with Harvey Price, but
What baffled me? How did he get moved? What baffled me was how did he get moved to Roma? That baffled me. And I was a young kid at the time, but that baffled me.
Didn't he win the league with Roma?
Nah.
He did.
Nah.
He did something. He won a trophy with Roma. I know for a fact he did.
I thought he was a bit of he didn't set the world alight for us as well, I thought.
You know what Rafa did with him was he didn't give him a run of games. He played him, took him out the side, played him, took him out the side. Like what?
Well, it wasn't under Rafa, it was under Pardew we got him.
Pardew, sorry. He didn't keep him in the side. He kept chopping and changing him instead of giving him a run of games. When he had good game, he took him out the side.
He was the 3-0 defeat against Sunderland. He was dreadful in that one.
I think the whole team.
Yeah, but I mean, look, the team was dreadful, wasn't it?
Well, it kind of was.
And the thing is, I mean, he's a better defender than Benji.
I mean, the Liverpool game, he gave away a silly penalty, he got red carded for it. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, it was the 2-2 game.
Pete, you touched on Mbia, right? I mean, when he went to Roma, cost 3.7 million quid. He scored an early goal for Roma against Lazio on the Derby della Capitale, which is the Rome derby, and he finished second in that season as well.
Yeah, I'll rewatch the show later, but I presume Bruno's song has been selected already. Not yet, he hasn't. And Mbia was okay. Good. When did Sol Campbell? It was he could be in there. So if we do bring it up, Mbia was a very big signing for us at the time. He did have some really dodgy games, I would admit. So, well then, Tony's got one more of his own again that we haven't chosen. Mbia was fine. Should be mentioned in the list of worst, says Jonathan. Fair enough. Everyone's got different opinions. Again, everyone's got different options. Everyone else. Anyways, so the last one for yours, Tony, are the one you've picked that we haven't. So there you are, Tony.
Before that.
Frank Dumas.
Yeah, go on to take it away, Tony.
Yeah. Very, very poor. Not great at all, was he? I mean, he was.
He looks like Mr. Bean with a football.
He does, doesn't he? I mean,
look, he looks like urine.
He
looks like urine.
I mean, look, he came to us in '99 till 2000. He only made 6 appearances for us. You know, just an absolute poor player.
Fair enough. Yeah.
I can't. You know, I mean, look. He went back to France to join Marseille, made 12 appearances for them, made 25 appearances for Lens, and then went to Cannes they made 66 appearances. But I mean, look, he was just absolutely woeful as a defender. I just didn't rate the guy at all. And, you know, the fact that he only had six games tells you how bad a defender he really was, Frank Dumas. And, yeah, it was one of them. You were pleased to see the back of him, you know. And yeah, so Frank Dumas, thank you very much and goodbye.
Fair enough.
You make Benji look like a brilliant centre half.
Oh God. Anyways, so we'll get on to some of the ones that some of us have picked as the same ones. Right. We will go for this player. So me, Mason, and John have chosen this one. We've gone for this one.
Campbell.
Go on then, John. Take it away, Sol Campbell.
Campbell's soup.
Well, the thing is so, right? I mean, Sol Campbell is a champion, right? I mean, done everything with Arsenal, right? And when he came to us when he was about 35. The reason he moved to us is because his girlfriend was not there at the time, yeah? And he was overweight, he was slow, his touch was so wrong, he was slow, and I think it was finished. When he came to Newcastle, the guy was finished. Yeah, simple as that. And he's the one that cost Chris Hughton his job. He's part of him as well. Cost him his job. And then since he went as well. But I tell you what, you should never touch this guy. Seriously, a legend in the Premier League. Came to Newcastle, let's be real. He's just woeful, absolutely woeful. It's a shame because, guys, he's one of the best defenders in the Premier League.
He was, but now when he came to us for all the wrong reasons. 35-year-old, slow.
At the time. And you know what I mean? But I see some good 35, 36-year-old defenders still does it. Laurent Blanc still done it, yeah? Right? And also, for example, yeah? There are some good players over the years. Even Steve Broad, when he was that age, did well as well. But for me, Pete, I'm sorry, wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah, Mason.
No, I'm just sorry. I'm kind of stop laughing at me. It's just taking the piss with the tippers.
But yeah,
Liverpool are winning 1-0.
What?
Oh, Liverpool are winning 1-0. Luis Diaz.
But yeah, Mason, Sol Campbell, it just didn't work out at all.
Nah, I think it was probably pointless.
I think the only good thing is we signed him for 1 year and he was away after that completely.
As soon as Pardew came, he left him out of the team, didn't he? And that was it. He would never play him.
Yeah. Sol Campbell, way past his best when we got him.
That game with Stoke, I remember where he got substituted. He was absolutely awful.
Michael, one of the worst places again. We'll do when we do a striker one wrong place at the wrong time. What is the general opinion of Mike Williamson at centre back? He had some good seasons, Williamson. I think it just started to decline after that.
Was he too long?
Yeah, it was. That was it. So probably the worst centre back I remember playing for us.
At the top. He should have walked away from the top.
Yeah, well, Lawrence has just picked two performances that Sol Campbell had a stinker in as well. Best about in his prime was about 40 when he was here, then went to the other Magpies, Notts County. Sol Campbell was lazy. Was the Shane Ferguson hyped up to be a star? Yeah, could have been.
Left winger though.
So, don't think if he found another club after leaving us, retired at the year later. Yeah, not surprised. Campbell Bammy on ice with the ball for us. I remember him v Bolton away in the 5-1 defeat. Yes, there's another one.
You only played 5 games. I don't think we were one when he played.
Yeah, absolutely right. Another one. we're going to pick again. We're going through these quite quickly, actually, than we thought. So, another one that this is what me, John, and Chippers agreed with. It's this guy.
Hey, Mr. Unibrow himself,
Marcelino.
Isn't he going to Man City? Is this sporting director?
No,
sure
Hugo
he is.
Viana.
No, Hugo Viana.
No, but he is.
Hugo Viana?
Yeah. Do you want Chippers take it away, Marcelino?
I think, came with this massive reputation, like most of the defenders would do, signed, and the only reputation he gained was broken nail, and he was out for 6 years. I mean,
Yes.
he had one injury and you've never seen him again. Well, that was down to the wages he was on, or whatever was his contract. I don't know. But after one or two games, that was it. We never saw him again. Now, he kept getting injured. He could have got a bone arrow and he would have been out injured off it, but just not good enough. I don't get why he was here for his full contract and we couldn't sell him.
Exactly, John.
Oh.
Marcelino. You know the Marcelino, yeah?
Yeah, Marcelino.
Oh,
That's
man.
trouble, John.
Again, when he came to us, I thought, wow, what a signing. What a signing. This guy, right, is going to do bits. I think when we got this guy, I honestly thought he's going to get in top 6, yeah, with this player, yeah. Defends properly. He brings play out from the back well, and it just has to happen for him. I had a broken finger, right, and he said, yo, it's just going to stay in Newcastle and just absolutely knock us off. You know what I mean? For all the wages. That's all he's done, right? That's all he's done. He just picked up those wages every week until his contract runs out, and that's it. For me, I would have bombed him out. I would have bombed him out after one season and just try and sell him. But no, he's just took the whole mick to get his wages every week, yeah? And I'm not being funny, but I think the guy's a disgrace. Sorry. Good player.
2-0 Liverpool now.
Yep. Campbell Bam nice with just read that one. Adam Armstrong has done very well. He had some good games for us, but we didn't play a lot of them, unfortunately. Williamson probably remembered for the wrong reasons at Newcastle, but never really questioned his attitude. Definitely in the good books with what he did at Gateshead. Yeah, absolutely. He retired after playing for you, whereas Wilson and Toggett have retired while playing for you. Yeah. Worst defender was Boomsong. Marcelino had a fractured eyelash. Boomsong's debut against Yedding on BBC was horrific. Again, we'll get into that.
Yeah.
Dudley Branson, you've got a penalty. Boomsong and Chalmers at the back as soon as Ian Barry tells us if sorry about Marcelino. Sounds like he was frozen out. Oh, Holland's missed it.
Oh, wow.
He's having a shocker, isn't he, Haaland?
Mm.
He was in my fantasy Premier League team, but I've took him out of there now because he's just not scoring.
Oh, right, two. Oh, God. Right, we've got 2 left. And this is the one that John and Chippers have went for. They've gone for
Titus Shambles.
Go on then, John. Titus Bramble.
Well, listen, when he's good, he's good. This best game was against Inter Milan back in 2003 in the Champions League. I thought he played really, really well. He actually defended properly that day. He really did, yeah. I thought when Bobby picked him, I thought this guy is going to get absolutely caught out by Crespo, Emery, Vieri. I mean, I thought he handled Vieri really well. But at the end of the day, right, I mean, he's just mistakes. So I try to hoof it out, clears it, big up, and he just miskicks it. He gets us the wrong positions, and it's just it's not Titus Brambles, it's Titus Shambles. You know what I mean? Let's be real. But for me, I mean, Bobby Ross is supposed to be getting the best out of this guy, but you know what? He's so inconsistent. That is the thing.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll wait till Chibbers comes back.
You know what the best part about Titus Shambles was?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember being at that game when we played Sunderland on Halloween, and he came back and he got sent off for the Mackhams under
he
Steve
did.
Bruce as well. And we went on and beat them 5-1.
Yep, he took out Andy Carroll, did he? I was there. Took him out.
Yeah, I was there as well, John.
Nathan's put Kieran Clark in there. I thought Clark did a job for us, but it's just he was aging and it was really catching up with him. He's no Isak Tony, says Stephen.
No, he's not.
Oh,
the thing is,
Bramble.
as well with Titus Bramble, I remember when we signed him, Bobby Robson signed him because
Ipswich Town.
When he was playing for Ipswich Town, he put in some bloody good performances. And we weren't the only club looking at him. There was a few of us looking at him. Obviously, we won the race because of Robson. But I thought when he came, oh, I'm glad we got him because he looks really good. And look what happened ever since then. He's it's just gone from bad to worse for him.
But, talk about Titus Bramble.
Yes, Titus Bramble.
Well, he was supposed to be going to be one of the England centre-halves, wasn't he? Which is why we signed him. Turned out he didn't get done for flashing or attacking women or something. Or
I can't remember what it was again.
Oh, yeah, he was with Shola, wasn't it?
Yeah. That just some of he had these good games where you thought, there's a player there, but then you could have a rash one where you would just snap somebody and his positional.
His concentration levels were terrible.
Yeah. For a centre half, you have to be concentration has to be on it, and he just didn't have it.
No, he certainly didn't. Absolutely didn't. Paul Bramwell was decent at times, but would fuck something up. It's a shame he was a beast as well. Yeah. It's good to ask if anyone said shambles. Yeah, we just done that, but the next game was a shit show and consistent. Yeah, Titus Bramwell came to mind when I saw Ballard scored an own goal, then give away the penalty in the last derby. Is it Isaac Kane training with the squad? What's going on? I've seen his contract until summer 2026.
He's not. He's with the youth team, isn't he?
Yep. And the fractured eyelash just went straight over Mason's head. Robbie. Yeah. Didn't we lose the 4-1? No, it was John's put it in. It was the 2-2 draw in the San Siro. Can we have Randy Savage and Paul Dummett opinions? I remember Mark Lawrence and Joy Bonner from Liverpool at the end of their career was total dog shit, scored 2 own goals on his debut.
I blame his tash he had. That's why.
Oh, Yabba's gone for Didier Domi.
He was a good player for it.
I thought Domi was a decent player.
I like Domi, but he wanted to return back to France.
Nathan says Curtis scored another stealing 11 for a many a year. Yeah, it just didn't work out, did it? Curtis good.
Wasn't he Australian? The Australian defender.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
He wasn't that good.
I had a season ticket back and then seeing Bramwell all the time. His off-teaser just made a lot of mistakes. Boom Song was way worse, trust me. Pete, the video you put in the WhatsApp with Dyer even mentioned his mistakes at Ipswich. The BFG slur, though, says Ronald. I think it was a coach for us under Keegan. Yes, he was. Danny Rose.
Danny Rose.
Oh, Jesus.
Again, didn't set the world alight, did he? That's another player. We only had him on loan.
Somebody put in the chat earlier, what about Paul Dummett?
No, I wouldn't say Dummett.
When he was fit, he was fine, but I think the last 3 or 4 years, he shouldn't really have been here.
Yeah.
Stephen Taylor was another one, wasn't he? It was a bit...
I think Stephen Taylor had some good seasons. I think Stevie Taylor had some good seasons for us.
He got shot a few times and survived, didn't he?
Do you remember that one when he went down and he got sent off for it? I mean, that was ridiculous.
Yeah, he was never going to get away with that, unfortunately.
I'll tell you what was the best one, though, with Taylor was, do you remember when we played the Mackhams at the Stadium of Shite and Ryan Taylor scored that screamer?
He thinking, yes.
And he was standing in front of, I think, was it Sorensen, the keeper? And he was dancing in front of him, and he kept moving with him, and it was brilliant from Taylor.
He did it against Stoke at home, didn't he? When Kabay had a free kick,
it's mad as how many pros in the 90s didn't actually like playing football. It was just a job. Wonder if it's the same nowadays.
3-1 Celtic, fuck off Celtic.
Taylor was a donkey, says Andrew. Stephen Taylor was like the Jacob Murphy of his time. Italian left back Francesco Cocco.
I played one game for on loan against Red.
Jamal Lascelles has to go down as one of the worst, being a failure. He was who went there? Oh, it was John.
John's one or something.
He was bruised. Danny Rhodes had 1 or 2 good seasons at Spurs, then dropped off a cliff. Yep, I agree with that. Last one. So this is one that me, John, and Chippers have come up with, and people are probably going to know who it's going to be. It is none other than he is,
Jean Alain, the man, the myth, the legend.
Go on, take it away, Chippers.
Well, I remember back in the day playing for Auxerre when they brought to the likes of Djibril Cissé, him and Philippe Mexes, and him and Mexes formed a good partnership, and everyone thought that these two were going to probably be the best French centre half since the likes of Laurent Blanc and all that. When they retired, they were going to pass the baton on. Didn't quite turn out like that. He went to Rangers after, he was there for about, 6 months? And then Graham Souness obviously came here, and we wanted to sign him in the summer before Rangers, but he went to Rangers.
What do you remember? How much we paid for him?
Was it 8 million or something?
8 million. We paid for this kid.
And he won didn't he win the league at Rangers? And then he thought the grass was greener elsewhere. And Mason, man, what you said is what you got what you show you your boobs for, mate.
Of course it was.
But he came here with another massive reputation that obviously he was too good for the SPL. But he was this top quality centre half after a good time at Auxerre, and he was just a liability. His concentration levels were absolutely shocking, and he couldn't defend. So I don't know why on earth he was a centre half when he couldn't defend. I mean that cup semi final against Man United, where he just literally the times he tried to clear the ball and he miscleared it, and I remember that happened once. And was it Van Nistelrooy scored, or was it Rooney? One of the two, where the ball came in, he tried to clear it and he missed it completely, and there was stuff behind him and he scored.
Yes.
Just, it's 3-1 Milan now. But he was just a liability. He just couldn't defend.
He couldn't.
But this was, I've picked a few from Graham Souness's time, so that tells you everything you need to know for somebody who just awful. That was liability was the word.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder where has John gone up, has he, or is he backstage?
Probably cry wanking because Celtic are winning.
Oh, it's probably because when I went off Celtic. It's because I've got every Super 6 for them to get beat off Leipzig. I'm surprised they're hammering Leipzig 3-1, to be honest, because Leipzig's a good side.
I tell you what, mate, I'm watching this Milan team, and that Rafael Leao was a cracking player. He's running Madrid ragged tonight.
And
he's just pace. He's got pace to burn. It should be 4 or 5 to Milan here because they're just ripping Madrid to bits here. Rein Diaz has just scored for 3-1.
AC Milan doesn't look so bad now. I think Anthony Gordon's the most
Abraham on, haven't they?
No.
Mexes had a better career than Boomsong. I don't know where John's gone.
Off and all.
To be fair, there's too many to choose from since Monty there was.
I don't even think Tomori's playing for Milan tonight.
Tomori is, yeah.
Oh, yes, is he? I'm saying that's how quite the defensive he's been.
Could say, but also they need to upgrade Mott.
Where the fuck's John, mate?
He must have it. It must be his internet. Well, then I will just say about Boomsong, he was a complete and utter flop. I mean, I remember times he couldn't kick the ball away properly. He got caught out a lot of times. What really stood out for me was the handball he did against Blackburn Rovers.
Yeah.
That was so unprofessional, Jesus whip. That was just how we paid 8 million for the lad as well.
Who was that? Was Graham?
It was Graham Souness and Freddie Shepherd as chairman at the time. He was awful, absolutely.
Milan are away again here. Literally, Abraham and Leao up front are absolutely rinsing this Madrid defence. They really are. unbelievable to see this.
Mm-hmm.
Bear in mind, these are the champions.
Mm. Oh,
Apparently,
Paddy
Sporting's gone up, hasn't he?
Bloody hell.
Who have
Boom
Sporting?
Song-
There's that 3 penalties they've had.
Ancelotti will get sacked, thinks Nathan. But yeah, he was dreadful.
4-1.
Off topic, but what do
Fucking
people think
hell.
of the utter disrespect of Newcastle to report that Isak has passed his... Oh, these people or journalists talk so much garbage.
John's just put in Tony's chat. My computer now,
Yeah.
my computer's down here and I won't load up for some reason. So it's put the others down.
All right.
Gyökeres has got a
just-
hat trick for Sporting.
Oh, kind of my fault too. I had a season ticket then under Soonest when Boom Song was just after Bobby, but he was terrible. But there could be there's some other names that we could have mentioned. Who else could you have mentioned? Any other names, Tony? That who?
Stephen Cole.
He was all right, I thought. He was an attacking right back, wasn't he?
Any other player? Any other ones, Tony? That we haven't mentioned that could have been mentioned.
God.
Andy O'Brien.
No, I
he
read
was all
that.
right.
You could have done better.
Andy O'Brien was all right.
Because he put the ball in the Mackham's net.
Exactly. God, there probably is other ones out there, but I'm trying to think who.
Yes, there's probably a lot of them that we haven't.
We could before last season. Last 2 seasons. We could have said Emil Kraft.
Could have done. Oh, Joe's got for one. Pistoni. Alessandro Pistoni.
He was all right. Yeah, he was decent for us.
Schumacher, was he a centre half?
Carl wasn't too bad. I
Left back.
detested Shepard replaced Bobby as soon as I was fifing fuming. Basong had shockers as well. I picked Basong and Nathan actually.
Schumacher.
Soko playing against Swans tonight, Mason.
I don't think he is.
Papa Vasilou. Ah, yeah, he was.
Oh, what about that Ronald's just mentioned there?
Nicky Papa Vasilou.
Did he play left back under Keegan before
I
Beresford?
think so. Beresford.
Plastic bitch.
That's gone for Craig Bois.
I thought he did okay, apart from the Charlton game where
he was completely made of glass. I thought Craig Moore.
Monty's question that he asked there earlier.
Oh my god! Stoney wasn't too
It's
bad.
Benji.
David says was Andy O'Brien chosen the 5? He wasn't, David. I didn't mind Andy O'Brien. What about this one? Sylvan Distan.
I thought he did all right. He filled it. He wanted to sign him permanently, but we couldn't afford him.
I've just sent you something in the private chat.
Oh god!
No, so anyway, I was going to go back to Monty Magpie's comment. He said, was Gyökeres at Coventry? Yes, he was, yeah. He's banging him in for Sporting this season. Absolutely, he's on fire.
Yabba's gone for Janmat.
He's probably more informed than what Haaland is, to be honest with you.
Yeah. What about Janmat? What Yabba's just said there.
Janmat, he was all right, but he had dodgy games as well. So, yeah.
Attitude turned again. A player that wanted to jump ship as soon as we went down.
Well, he played the first 2 games in the Championship for us, then we sold him to Watford, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Fave. Do you mean Abdoulaye Faye? Abdoulaye Faye.
I was surprised when we sold him, to be honest.
Abdoulaye Faye. That's a hard one, that one.
David Rosenhall. You remember him?
Abdoulaye Faye.
Yes, I remember David.
Rosenhall.
They're both Yalva and Allardyce. Rosenhall played the first 2 games of the season and he never played since.
I've heard that name in years. It's Abdoulaye Faye, not Amdi Faye, Abdoulaye Faye.
We've had both of them.
Also would be desperate for Gyökeres. Yamat was good in his first season, but showed his true colours in the second season. Remember what he did in the losses at Stoke? Yes, I remember that. Those were terrible.
Middlesbrough have won 4-1 tonight.
Oh.
And one of our ex-players has scored for the Borough.
Go on.
Daniel Barlaser.
Barlaser.
Comes into my shop all the time. He lives in the corner.
Wow.
He lives in the corner. Deliverable,
Any more we can think of that we probably could have mentioned tonight? Again, get them in the chat as well, guys.
Right.
I see Shrek's winning tonight. Plymouth.
Well, Jeremy.
Yeah, 1-0 against Portsmouth.
What about Jeremy? I know he was.
Jeremy was a midfielder.
No, he could have played. He could have played right back, though, didn't he? He started his career as a right back. Or 3-2. Rudiger.
Thing is, though, with Real Madrid, you never know when they are beaten. That's the thing. They could be 3-1 down, and then all of a sudden they can come back and go and win that game 4-3.
Yes. Another one that I've just looked at, Bentosa.
Yes, Bentosa.
Yeah. We're going to see Benji there.
He went and he's at Northampton.
We're going to see Benji there.
He's not Wrexham.
Jan Matthews was a wanker. Glad he went on to shit yet.
Bentosa's a Forest Green now.
Forest Green.
Oh, what about this one that David's mentioned? Even though he says he's a beast, Fitzhall.
Do you know what? I actually thought he was okay for us in the Championship. He'd done okay for us. I thought
Championship
he was all right. He was all right, actually. His nickname was One Size, wasn't it? Because fits all. One size fits all. That was his nickname, One Size. But look, I didn't think he was too bad. There might have been some games where he wasn't at his absolute best. But do you know what? In the Championship, he's what you needed at the time. And,
Tulsa was a young one, to be fair. He was actually.
He's only 43 now, fits all. Actually, he's not that old. So
Capacha, we had Capacha. We did have Capacha.
He's 43 when we had him.
What else have we got? There's some.
Grant Hanley.
Grant Hanley.
He was only signed. He was signed for the Championship, wasn't he?
Yeah, just to get his. Williamson.
He only played 7 games for us, by the way. Fitzhall.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake, man!
He made his debut when we beat Cardiff 5-1. I tell you what, there's another. He has another one I'm going to throw in there for you.
Go on.
Thomas Kedar.
Yes, I remember him.
He's offside. Rudiger's offside. 3-1.
Oh.
I know who that is underneath that Gallant profile.
Julie says Colaccini. Puani's first season, but became way better.
Yeah,
his last season, he was starting to show his age.
First in his last season was his worst, wasn't it?
Yeah. Right, Fraser, but he's a winger. And he was all right in the Championship. Done a job similar to what Chris Wood did. Yep, I agree. I've played against Dortmund as a youngster this year, so it was impressive. They're just some young lads of these. Kieran Clark, last season with us, he was starting to show his age. And that's why he was moved on. David says Patrick Van Aanholt.
Difficult to gauge because he was only here like on a 1 month loan or something, wasn't he?
Hello, Benji.
Benji's in the chat.
I'm looking at the one they've picked as one of the worst was Danny Simpson.
Nah. Because he went and won the league at Blessed out of the season he left, bro.
I didn't think Simpson was that bad.
Yedlin?
Yeah.
Nah, I thought he did a job.
Yedlin had some good games for us, I thought.
Gucci on the Euros, coffee's already said, right done. Kieran Clark.
Joe says Daniel Cordoni.
He was a winger, though.
David, for fuck's sake.
Cabbage, he'd worst manager. Well, he was. Every time I hear Van Aanholt, I think Armen Van Helden, says Wacky. If Joe Linton, if Kieran Clark was sent off, would Joe Linton become a beast, says Julie. Wayne Quinn was a striker, though, Joe.
No, he was a left back.
Oh, no, I'm thinking of Mickey Quinn there. Wayne Quinn, God, he seemed like I must have forgotten him.
So Bobby signed him on loan from Sheffield.
Oh, well, that's it come back to us. I'm thinking of Mickey Quinn there. PV is another one that I keep forgetting about, but I do remember his goal via us in the Cup, but we didn't run 4-3, then joining him Sunderland and scoring for us v Palace in one of our worst games under Bruce. Does Yaba need Lazaro? Lazaro was more of a winger, though, than he played right wing back for us, but it didn't work for him. Again, there's probably some more that we haven't thought of.
Jesus Gomez, yeah.
Well, Mason picked that one. Mason did pick that one.
Monaco have just took the lead against Bologna 1-0.
Ooh.
Pardon me.
And Dortmund have just took the lead as well against SK Punt Igema.
Sorry, you.
Yeah, whoever they are.
SK Cunt.
It may not be. I don't think John must be coming back. He must be having issues with his computer now, unfortunately. But never mind.
Pete, your mate's in the chat. Ben.
Oh, Jesus. Lazaro, I think, would have done better. He had got more than one game in front of fans at St. James's Park. Lazaro was very poor. It's David. Yes. Oh, yeah, but I'm disagreeing with this one. He's picked Jose Enrique.
Oh, no, he was all right for us. I mean, I know he went to Liverpool, but...
Well, since he's been at Liverpool, since he was at Liverpool, he doesn't seem to really mention us.
No, he doesn't.
He always pipes them off when, you know.
There was a player, Gucci Onuru, who partnered with Bramble. Well, yeah, that didn't work as well. But anyways, we're now come to the end of the show now, so it has been a great show. Some really, really interesting points. Big thank you to everyone. Mason coming on today has, of course, been course of the channel. Cheers to you, Tony, for coming on as well. John came in on as well, just a shame his computer has decided to throw a wobble on. But it was great to have John tonight, and it was great to have Chippers on tonight as well. Are we back on Friday, Chippers?
Yes.
Yay, nice one.
Well, I finished at 4 on Friday, so I'll be on.
Good shows looking back over the years. Cheers, dear. Enrique was decent. I like Jose Enrique. So we're going to start to wrap up now. So, Tony, what we got coming up on It's All Black and White TV?
Yeah, so obviously there's no nothing on the channel tomorrow because I'm playing football tomorrow night. So there'll be nothing on there tomorrow night. But Thursday I'll be on a Forest channel. I'm doing a preview, but I think it's a pre-record, so you'll have to watch out for that one coming out. But I will let you know when that comes out.
Man.
Friday I'll probably do a Forest preview as well, and Sunday there will be the pre-match as well, the pre-match show. As always, where I bring you both lineups before what is going to be a very tough game in Nottingham Forest, by the way. So I'm coming out of retirement, going to play some football tomorrow. First time been on the pitch for a long, long time. So, I'll see how that goes anyway. And at least my football boots arrived today and my shin pads, so that's a good start anyway.
So it's Tony's channel, it's All Black and White TV, and he's got a new one called, what is it, The Footy?
Yes, the Footy channel. Do watch out for that because there will be a vlog coming on there. I'm going to a match at the weekend. I'm not going to see yet. And I'm going to go to a match at the weekend, and I'm going to stand with the main home fans in their stand. So I'm not doing hospitality this week. So I'm going to stand with the main home fans and get all their atmosphere, soak it all up, and then put it on a video as well. So do keep that. But also, where I'm going to as well, before I'll say I'm not mentioning where I'm going to yet, but
Tony.
Sorry.
What's the channel link? I'll put. What I'll do is I'll put the links in Monty.
So yes. So what I'm going to do is when I go to the stadium, I'm actually going to go and visit their old stadium first because their old stadium is actually still in use, believe it or not. So I'm going to go there. I'll do a bit of filming around there, and then obviously I'll be at the main one and doing the filming there as well. So keep an eye out for that one, and you'll know where I've been then.
Yeah. So Monty, Monty. There's the links for both for Tony's channels. It's all Black and White TV and the Footy channel as well. So again, do drop them a subscriber as well. So
it was that Gallant's Pat. You asking? Don't forget to order new SIM pass from the Gallant merch store.
Jesus, I remember Tony doing the secret location videos where he went to Bury and Ipswich. I remember those, Tony, very well.
Yeah, I've got Adidas shin pads, so I don't need his crappy stuff. I've got decent stuff, mate.
Fleming will be buzzing his lips off, says Andrew. Well, yeah, because Celtic are winning,
and I've got my football boots. You see, they've came me Adidas Predator.
There you are.
Named after John Sinclair, Proudlock.
Anyways,
Chip asked for fuck's sake.
And anyway, of course, because John was on the show tonight. If you haven't checked him out as well, I'll just put the link for his as well. So John Sinclair TV. So there's the link for John's channel. It's just a shame his computer has decided to have other ideas.
Celtic 4-1 up, Jesus.
Bloody hell.
Hey, we found one home game. Hey.
This one's the one, I'm guessing, Mason. Mason, we will be back on Thursday for our preview for the Forest game. Friday will be the Crazy PD's Football Live show. Saturday there'll probably be nothing on. Sunday it'll be the live fan reaction show after the game. So this is your opportunity to have your say on the game. And of course, the Monday, because our game's on Sunday, it'll be our match review and player rating show. So do join us there for them as well. So Man City are 4-1 down. Yeah. John Cornwell, Ronnie's just said.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember him. Yeah.
Shows this Man U manager is decent.
The thing is, I've said this. I've said, you watch, they're going to fly now. And, that's the thing.
Because the players they've got aren't very good.
Yeah. But going back to Coffee's company's asking what position I'm playing. I don't know yet, Coffee. I'll see when I get there tomorrow. But
back in the changing rooms.
I may even go back in goal. Maybe depends. I was just wondering if I'm still agile enough to get down, and I am actually. So so not bad for 52 years of age. I can still get down.
Cheers, Wacky.
You're gonna be like Neville.
So maybe I might go and goal. I don't know. Depends where I play. I might play up front.
You're going to do a Neville Southall and that to the 60-year-old.
There you are. Anyway, guys, left back in changing rooms. Anyway, guys, if you have enjoyed tonight's show, please do remember to give us the thumbs up. It's really important that we get the likes so people know where to find us in the search results on YouTube. So do hit the likes if you haven't already done so. If you are brand new to the channel, if you're not yet subscribed and you enjoy what goes on this channel week in, week out, hit that subscribe button. Free to do so. It does help me the channel grow. And again, help us get there to 2,300. We're on our way there. Your support is appreciated as always, and please again do drop subs to the other channels as well. Tony's channel, both channels. It's all Black and White TV, the Footy channel, and John's channel. It's all John Sinclair TV as well. And hit the bell notification. It does let you know whenever we are live or when a pre-recorded video takes place. That notifies you what comes up on the channel week in, week out. So make sure you hit that bell to make sure you do not miss any content at all that we bring out on this channel. And if you want to give a donation, either super chat now or a super thanks when the show's finished, feel free to do so. If you want to become a member, it's a 99p at the join button. If you are a member, you're put to a price what we do on the channel as well. Amorin was not back with West Ham. Oh my god, back on the days. Guys and everyone. Well, guys, until next show, everyone. As I mentioned, me and Mason will be back on Thursday. We'll see us all here. Take care, everyone. Hopefully, keep this going. As Tony, you keep saying,
the future's bright. The future is definitely black and white.
Absolutely. Totally. Well, guys, we'll see you all later. Good night, everyone. How are the lads? How are the lasses as well? See you later, everyone. Take care. Yes, brilliant. Take care, everyone. We'll see you later. Good night, all.